Well, good evening, racing fans. Welcome to Racing Action from Grand River Raceway for this Wednesday evening. Our first race will go to post in approximately 20 minutes. Let us get a look at the changes on this evening's card. And note it is 19 minutes to post time. Race number 1, scratched is number 9, YA Muscle Mass. Race 1, the 9 is scratched. In the second race, number 9, Are You Talking? Bridle change. Blinkers to open bridle. Blinkers to open bridle. In race number 3, number 8, PC Glide Line, the driver is Scott Young. Race 3, 8, PC Glide Line, Scott Young. Race number 4, 1 Amazon Dragon, bridle change, blind, bridle to blinkers, blind to blinkers. Race number 5, number 6, Radical Roy, bridle change, blind, bridle to blinkers on 6, Radical Roy. Sixth race, number 3, Full Moon Fix is scratched. Race 6, scratch 3, Full Moon Fix. The seventh race, number 3, Amethyst is Sealster is scratched. Race 7, 3, Amethyst Sealster is scratched. Races 8 through 10 of no changes. No changes, races 8 through 10. Once again, reviewing races 1 and 2. Race 1, 9, Y Muscle Mass is scratched. And the second race, number 9, Are You Talking? Change blinkers to open bridle. Field for race number 1 is on parade. 1, Dawson Springs, Scott Quiller, Corey Johnson. Number 2 is Pinecone Pete, J.R. Plot for Patrick Shepard and Triple S Equine. Number 3 is Jumper Chrome. It is Paul McKenzie for John Ryer, Randy Ryer. Number 4 is played by Swan, Tyler Borth for Ashley Duford and Dennis Duford. And 5 is Irish Thunder, Austin Sawyer for Peter Brickman and Aaron Swainson Brickman. Number 6, JMR Pinarello, Anthony Hunt for Harold Wilson and JMR Racing. And number 7 is King of Magic, Bruce Richardson for Gary Anderson and James Casha, along with Roxanne Casha and Una Casha. And number 8 is Carmen's Fluke Andre Guay for Dina Fasulo. A field of 8, the 9 is out. Let's look at this field. We'll start with 1, Dawson Springs and Scotty Coulter. Now came close to winning last about, and now has 2 seconds and a third in 3 starts since the long layoff. And Dawson Springs is one that definitely has enough gate speed to use that inside post position. Got a pocket trip last race. And look at last year, earned almost $2,000 a start in 27 starts. Dawson Springs 9-2 on the inside. Should be a main factor in this dash. Number 3, Chambro Chrome. Well, that last race here was in the preferred 2 of 3 class. It wasn't a shining result, but when you consider the class drop, Chambro Chrome, who won at Clinton 2 races ago, and in fact had 2 really good starts, one at Hanover and one at Clinton off the layoff, is one that should be pretty fine here. Took all of 2019 off, and Chambro Chrome just getting back rolling since June. So has had 3 starts and 2 top 2s. Looking to bounce back from that last one. The class drop is large. Chambro Chrome 5-1. Number 2, Pinecone Pete off of a win at Clinton. And Pinecone Pete is one that has 5 top 2s in 16 starts this year, is set up by Patrick Shepard, and shows good form in each of the last couple races. So Pinecone Pete is going well right now. Did get a pocket trip last race from a good post position and might be able to do so again. 7-1, Pinecone Pete. There is J.R. Plot and Pinecone Pete. And number 4 is played by Swan. Well, 10 lengths back at the quarter last time out, yet beaten only a length and a quarter, so a nice closing effort. Played by Swan, has only 1 win on the year, but has made the top 3 in almost half of his starts. Played by Swan and Tyler Borth is currently on the board at 3-1. The first race, it's a field of 8, going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for race number 1. It is a field of 8 taking up positions. Dawson Springs and Pinecone Pete on the inside with Charbro Chrome in the center, played by Swan and Irish Thunder. On the outside, Jamar Pinarello and King of Magic and Carmen's Fluke. It is a field of 8, and it is race number 1. The field for race number 1 turns into the stretch drive and gather speed. Dawson Springs has gone off stride. And the rough, Chambro Chrome and Pinecone Pete, King of Magic to the outside. Then it is played by Swan and Irish Thunder. Then back further, Jamar Pinarello. A racing position to second. From last is Carmen's Fluke. And Dawson Springs with that early break. It is Pinecone Pete at 13-1 with the lead. Chambro Chrome is right there second. Then a gap of about 2. And King of Magic is racing third. Then about 3 lengths back, played by Swan. Irish Thunder, Jamar Pinarello, and Carmen's Fluke in the field rolls past that opening quarter. It was recorded in 29 seconds. And on top is Pinecone Pete. Pinecone Pete, length and 3/4. Well, now 2 lengths to the good. Chambra Chrome is second. King of Magic third. Played by Swan is on the outside and is racing position to 4th. And then Irish Thunder on the outside, second over. And then further back, Jamar Pinarello and Carmen's Fluke, and it is Pinecone Pete who rolls on past the half. Off that quarter at 29 seconds, they roll on the half at 59-1. And on the outside now, played by Swan. He's playing closer and is looking to grab second from Chambro Chrome. On the inside, racing fourth is King of Magic and then Irish Thunder. Jamar Pinarello still has plenty of work to do, as does Carmen's Fluke. They race on down the backstretch. Pinecone Pete is moving well, leads by 2. On the outside, closing some ground, played by Swan. Now is only a length and a half back. Inside third, Chambro Chrome. And then it is Irish Thunder and King of Magic. 3/4, 128-2, and played by Swan now is moving quickly. It is played by Swan, who's taken the front. Pinecone Pete on the inside is second. And third is Chambro Chrome. And then it is Irish Thunder and King of Magic. Off that 3/4, 128-2. They turn on down the stretch drive. Played by Swan and Pinecone Pete. And up the inside, Chambro Chrome. Played by Swan. Wins it. Chambro Chrome was second. Then third was King of Magic, and Pinecone Pete dropped back to 4th. 159 flats. On the board, 4-3-7-2. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race 1. It's number 4, played by Swan, a 6-year-old Swan for All big gelding, owned by Dennis Duford, trained by Ashley Duford. Tyler Borth is the winning driver. It is the 2nd win this year, 6th lifetime, played by Swan. 159 flat. The first race payouts. Number 4 played by Swan, 650, 410, 360. 3 Chambra Chrome, 720 and 510. 7 King of Magic, $6. $2 exactor, 49.20. Dollar Try, 185.40. Dollar Super, 2233.40. Second dash is up next. Note the number 9. Are You Talking? Has an equipment change. Blinkers to open bridle. First race or a finish from the top is a 742 15638 scratch. That's 742 15638 scratch. Field for the second race is on parade. One is Mossy's Art, Jason Ryan for James McConnell. Number 2, Jake Lowen, Bruce Richardson for Jim Ellis and Sven Hansen. And number 3 is Veneno. It is Paul Davies driving and training and owning. Number 4, Chocolate Swirl, Travis Henry for Frederick Borgo and Keith Castle. And number 5 is the Lone Ranger, Ryan Holiday for Peter Corn, Don and Heather McGregor. Number 6, Maximus Power, Austin Sorey for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Douglas Haywood and Thomas Broadhurst. And number 7 is Easton Beach, George Ketros for Mary Ketros. Number 8 is All Star Sealster, Brent McDonough for Richard Morrow and Andre Paris. And number 9 is Are You Talking? Colin Kelly for Barry Bird and Debbie Bird. Field of 9, race number 2. Well, let's look at this field for the second race. Number 3, Veneno. Did not enjoy the last start in the preferred 2 class. Never really was able to be a factor in that race. But Veneno was a big-time factor in the previous 3, winning all of them. Dominant efforts in all 3. And those are the first 3 starts since coming to Ontario had been at Fraser Downs. Veneno, Paul Davies trains this one that drops back out of the preferred 2 class to the level that he was able to dominate here back on the start June the 29th. Others to take a look at. How about number 8, All-Star Sealster. All-Star Sealster is one that shows some pretty solid speed and was a 7-time winner last year. In fact, look at last year. 13 top 2s out of 25 starts. That was really good. Mark of 50-3 at Mohawk. Has more than $250,000 in earnings, but the problem is post position 8. Now, most recently, the last 2 starts were in the preferred 3 class, and you do see one at Georgian Downs from off the pace that resulted in a close third, beaten 3/4 in 52-4. So, All-Star Sealster, if he could work out a trip, he has enough speed to be a big player. It's the post position that's resulting in the 14-1. Number 1, Mossy's Art moves up in class off of a win. Will be facing tougher here, but does bring in fine form and did win 7 times last year. Mossy's Art and Jason Ryan is 8-1 on the board. And number 2, Jake Lowen, well, raced in this class last race after a win against lesser foes at Harnia at Hanover. And Jake Lowen, well, had post 1 here last race and was right there in the thick of things as they turned down the stretch, but managed to drop back to 4th. Now still did come home in 28-3, but Jake Lowen, another inside post position, maybe can be a top 3 player here. 13-1 on the board, offers a bit of value. Fans are all over number 3, Veneno, thinking that he will bounce back and live up to the fine form of the previous 3, as well as that dominant win here at this level 2 races ago. Fans note in race number 5, we have a driver change on number 7, Alona. It will be Jason Ryan. Jason Ryan drives 7, Alona, in the 5th. The gate is rolling for race number 2, taking up positions. Mossy's Art, Jake Lowen on the inside with Veneno. In the center, it is Chocolate Swirl and the Lone Ranger. To the outside, Maximus Power and Easton Beach with All Star Sealster. And the second tier are You Talkin'. The field for the second race is into the stretch drive. Here they come. And the field for race number 2 is at the start of the rough. Jake Lowen, Veneno, Chocolate Swirl, Mossy's Art on the inside, All-Star Sealster. Then it is back to Are You Talkin' and the Lone Ranger. Maximus Power and trailing is Easton Beach. And on down the backstretch they go. Veneno and Paul Davies is able to come on and get the lead. Chocolate Swirl on the outside, racing second and driving on against Veneno. Inside third is Mossy's Art. And Jake Lowen is racing fourth, and then it is Are You Talkin'? And back further to the Lone Ranger, All-Star Sealster, Maximus Power, and Easton Beach. And they duel past the lively opening quarter at 26 and 3. Veneno maintains the lead and is parking out Chocolate Swirl. Mossy's Art is racing on the inside third and is in front of Jake Lowen and Are You Talkin' as they come off the turn and they roll on towards us. It is Chocolate Swirl still forcing the issue against Veneno. It's a half length back. Mossy's Art right there enjoying that battle from third. And then it is Jake Lowen and Are You Talkin'? Halftime 55 and 2. And as they work into the backstretch, it is Veneno now by about a length and a quarter over Chocolate Swirl. Mossy's Art on the inside reclaims second. Chocolate Swirl is third. Jake Lowen now sent out wide goes Are You Talkin'? And is moving up quickly 3 wide and has come on to take it for third. Chocolate Swirl is a retreating fourth, and out wide goes the Lone Ranger down to the inside, Jake Lowen. Then it is All-Star Sealster and Maximus Power and Easton Beach, and they race by 3/4, 125 and 1. Veneno still has the lead. It is Veneno. The Lone Ranger 3 wide on the final turn. On the inside, Mossy's Art is right there looking for the passing lane. Center of the track is Are You Talking? And out wide is All-Star Sealster. Veneno as they come on down the stretch drive. Mossy's Art up the inside. Mossy's Art, Veneno. Mossy's Art up the inside wins it. Veneno was second. Then finishing third, the Lone Ranger. And then it might have been Maximus Power. 155 and 3. Mossy's Art. On the board, we have a 1-3-5-6, and coming back in front of us is number 1, Mossy's Art, a 5-year-old pet rock bay gelding, owned and trained by James McConnell. Jason Ryan is the winning driver. Mile of 155 and 3. Second win this year, 12th lifetime. Mossy's Art. The second race payouts: one Mossy's Art pays 1860, 530, and 370. And number three, Veneno, 230 and 210. Five, The Lone Ranger, 790. $2 exactor, 53.70. A dollar tries, 178.80. And a dollar superfecta, $2,405.80. And the $2 double, $60.30. Second race order finish from the top. So 152 934 867. That is 152 934 867. Field for the third on parade. One Tuxedo. Jay Harris for Patrick Shepard and Triple S Equine. Number 2, Del Crest Ronnie. Next door for Bill Shaw, Patricia Gibb, and Jay Kressler. Number 3 is Olympic Glide. It's Tyler Moore for Ryan McClure. And number 4 is Velour de Bank, Jonathan Lapointe for Stephanie Lapointe. Number 5 is Love Warrior, Tyler Borth for Martin Hossack. Number 6, I Am What I Am, Dick Hendrickson for 100 the Hard Way. Number 7, Latte Dante Dave Mountain for Don Lindsay and Paul Lindsay. And a parade, PC Glide Line, Scott Young for Peter Clements. Field of 8, race number 3. Let's take a gander at this field, and we're going to start with number 6, I Am What I Am. Doug Henriksen driving and training, and comes in off of a win here, and that was in a class above this one. That was back just 7 days ago, and battled first up and still managed to score the win. Also note that was after having some problems making breaks back in June, and also had breaks in a couple of qualifiers before finally getting things settled out. But that was a good outing last time out. I Am What I Am is looking to continue with the new version of what he is, and that's one that doesn't make breaks. And 3-2 on the board. I Am What I Am. Number 5, Love Warrior. Well, made a break last time out. Was right there in the hunt and then went off stride and finished way back. But just before that was very fine here, finishing second, beating a neck. And also a winner at Mohawk the start before that. So before that last race break, excellent form. Love Warrior maybe can stay flat here and bounce right back and be a threat to win. Is 5-2 on the board. Number 3, Olympic Glide. Well, did not have a good outing last race, finishing 7th, but was a winner here in a solid class just 2 races ago. Olympic Glide during the last 2 seasons, which is 14 starts, only has 3 top 3s, but that win 2 races ago. Olympic Glide and Tyler Moore, 9-2 on the board. And number 8, PC Glide Line, Scott Young driving. One that raced well here last race, beaten just 2, but now has to deal with an outside post position. We'll see how that can work out. PC Glide Line, just the 3rd start of the year. And Scott Young for Peter Clements, 10-1. 3rd race right now, number 6, I Am What I Am, is the 8-5 betting favorite. Gate is rolling for race number 3. Taking up positions, Tuxedo, Delcrest Ronnie, Olympic Glide on the inside. On the center, Florida Bank and Love Warrior. On the outside, we have I Am What I Am, Latte Dante, and PC Glide Line. It is a field of 8 for the third dash. Here they come. Delcrest Ronnie has broken stride. And leaving out quickest of all right now. On the inside, Tuxedo with Olympic Glide. Velour to Bank it on the outside, PC Glide Line. And then it is Latte Dante. Charging on around that first turn goes PC Glide Line. And is going to come on and get the lead. Tuxedo's racing second. Olympic Glide is third. And Velour to Bank is racing fourth. Latte Dante caught on the outside. Love Warriors on the pylons. And then it is I Am What I Am. And Delcrest Ronnie is trailing the field. PC Glide Line by about 2 right now. Opening quarter 28-4. And Tuxedo trots along second. Olympic Glide is on the inside third. Then Florida Bank. Now I Am What I Am is racing fifth. And Latte Dante is sixth. Love Warrior seventh. Delcrest Ronnie after that early break is back trailing the field. They head up towards the half, and PC Glide Line has got the lead for Scott Young. Tuxedo is right there filling the pocket. Here comes Olympic Glide on the move now, and is only half length from the front. Halftime was recorded in 59-4, and they worked their way to the 5/8. PC Glide Line to the inside. Pressure on the outside from Olympic Glide as they work their way on into the backstretch. And then that is Tuxedo on the pylons into the outside. I Am What I Am gets a little bit closer as Olympic Glide is taken over the lead. Now Love Warrior from the backfield is starting to charge, and then it is Velour to Bank and Latte Dante. It is Olympic Glide now who's got the lead as they race on to 3/4. Olympic Glide advantages 2. I Am What I Am on the outside is moving up and looking to take second from PC Glide Line, and now does so. And then it is Love Warrior and Tuxedo. 3/4, 129-3, and Olympic Glide has the lead as they turn for home. Olympic Glide, I Am What I Am. Love Warrior is closing rapidly. PC Glide Line is fourth on down the stretch drive for Olympic Glide. Olympic Glide, as they come to the finish, is going to be your winner. Charging late is Love Warrior, and then it was I Am What I Am, and then it looked like Latte Dante over PC Glide Line. 2 minutes flat. On the board, we have a 3, 5, 6, 7. Wheeling back in front of us is number 3, Olympic Glide. 5-year-old Glide Master Bay Gelding, owned and trained by Ryan McClure. Tyler Moore is the winning driver. Second win this year, third lifetime. Olympic Glide in 2 minutes flat. The third race. Mutual payouts. Number 3, Olympic Glide, 850, 360, 230. 5, Love Warrior, 470, 240. And number 6, I Am What I Am, 230. Dollar pick 3 is 171.15. $2 exactor, 36.50. Dollar try, $38. Dollar super, 324.30. Third race, order finish in the top, 671 82345. That's 671 82345. Field for the fourth race on parade. One is Amazon Dragon. Colin Kelly for Kyle Bossens and William Brown and Brenda Darrable. Number 2, Side Hill Gouger, Jason Ryan for Melissa Lamoureux. Number 3 is Hidden Potential, Scott Young for John Pentland and VMB Stable. Number 4, Fashion on the Beach, Brent McDonough for Richard Morrow and Bradley Grant. Number 5 is Red John, Nick Stewart for Vic Putty and Bill Maines and Steve Papillion on Olympico Incorporated. Number 6, Excalibur Seals to Ryan Holiday for Rennie Barassa and M&S Racing. Number 7, He's Got Swagger, Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew. Number 8 is Better Than Cash, Robert Shepard for Jacques DuPont. And 9 is Outlaw Grab and Gears, Paul Davies, driving and training for Nicole Davies and Deborah Pinnell. Field of 9, race 4, 1 Amazon Dragon, equipment change, blind bridle to blinkers. And we start with number 9, Outlaw Grabbing Gears and Paul Davies. And while this one raced at Mohawk last race, wasn't great, but look at the start before it. 150-3 at Mohawk. That speed jumps out here in this class. And also last year, 9 wins in 18 starts. Had a big 3-year-old campaign, picking up 142,000 plus. Outlaw Grabbing Gears is one changing venues, and the last time we saw this one here was in a Preferred 2 class. Also note in a combined Preferred 2 and 3, won by 4 lengths in 55 and 2 June the 8th. So beat up a class that was above this one back then. Even money on the board. Number 1, Amazon Dragon. Well, has gate speed, and last race unable to use it, but now back down to post 1. Had post 1 in 3 consecutive starts and raced well on all of them. In fact, the one June the 22nd here, above this class, 1 level above this one, all the way on top until just deep at the finish there, getting beaten half a length. Amazon Dragon, 7-1. He's one that could deliver from the inside post position. Number 4, Fashion on the Beach, beaten just a length and 3/4 last time out, and also does show a 50 and 1 mile last September. Fashion on the Beach has got some fashionable speed and is 3-1. Brent McDonald driving it. Number 7, He's Got Swagger, is one that was a 10-time winner last year and has been pretty decent this year. 6 out of 13 in the top 2. Last race wasn't as good here. Was better from an inside post position 2 races ago, but now has to deal with post position 7, but also gets to drop a level. Could be dangerous with the class drop, and a nice price, 11-1. A 1 sent up by the good combination of Travis Cullen and Rachel Andrew. 4th race of Field of 9, going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for race number 4, taking up positions. On the inside, Amazon Dragon, Side Hill Goucher, and Hidden Potential. In the center, Fashion on the Beach and Red John to the outside. Excalibur Silter, he's got swagger and Better Than Cash. And the second tier, Outlaw Grabbing Gears. Field for the 4th race is approaching the start. And they're at the start of the round. Fashion on the Beach is going to leave well. Amazon Dragon on the inside. Side Hill Goucher. Outlaw Grabbing Gears gets out well from the trailer post into the backstretch. Amazon Dragon, Fashion on the Beach. And on the outside, he's got swagger. Outlaw Grabbing Gears is 4th away. Then it is Side Hill Goucher and Hidden Potential. And back to Red John. Then Excalibur Silver and Better Than Cash. And they race on to the opening quarter. And it is Fashion on the Beach. It's got a lead of about a neck. Trying to get the better of Amazon Dragon in the early going, but Amazon Dragon is using that inside advantage to make Fashion on the Beach have to work very hard. 27-1 the opening quarter. He's got swagger is racing 3rd, and 4th is Red John. The field is spread out. Side Hill Goucher 5th, and Hidden Potential is 6th. Then they race the way on around the turn. Fashion on the Beach is still surfing on the outside. Amazon Dragon on the inside. He's got swagger 3rd. And Outlaw Grabbing Gears is racing 4th. Halftime a lively 55-1. And they're still going at it. Fashion on the Beach is able to clear to the lead. Amazon Dragon is 2nd. He's got swagger, pops out 3rd now. And Outlaw Grabbing Gears is racing 4th. And then about 4 or 5 lengths back to Side Hill Goucher. Then it is Hidden Potential and Red John. Excalibur Silter and Better Than Cash on down the backstretch. Fashion on the Beach. Now here comes He's Got Swagger looking to pounce. And Outlaw Grabbing Gears is out there 3 wide and shifting into high gear. 3/4, 124-4. He's Got Swagger. Outlaw Grabbing Gears and Fashion on the Beach on the inside is still hanging tough. Racing for Side Hill Goucher gets closer, and then Hidden Potential. The field turns for home. Outlaw Grabbing Gears and He's Got Swagger on down the stretch drive they come. Outlaw Grabbing Gears now is cruising at the finish and is going to win it. Then second, He's Got Swagger. Then it was Side Hill Goucher and Fashion on the Beach. 154-1. Outlaw Grabbing Gears. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 4. It is number 9. Outlaw Grabbing Gears, a 4-year-old smart shark bait gelding, owned by Paul Davies and Nicole Davies and Deborah Pinnell. Paul Davies is the trainer and the winning driver. It's the second win this year, 18th win lifetime. Outlaw Grabbing Gears. The fourth race payouts 9. Outlaw Grabbing Gears 310 to 6237. He's got Swagger 623.30. Number 2 Sod Hill Gouger $6. $2 exactor is $17.80. Try $64.50 superfected 218.30. The fifth race is up next. Jason Ryan drives 7 alone at number 6 Radical Roy. Equipment change, blind bridle to blinkers. Here is the fourth race over a finish from the top. It says 635 487 291. That is 635 487 291. The field for the fifth race is on parade. One wrap and a hooey. Austin Sorry for Robbie Hummel. Number 2, Maybelle Simmons, Scott Quilliver, Dean Nixon, and Lexington Harness Group. And 3 is Guccio's Office, Steve Charlton for Kathleen Charlton. Number 4, Mac and Caps, Jay Harris for Patrick Shepard and Triple S Equine. Number 5 is Windsong Ophelia, Nick Stewart for Bud Sinclair and Jerry Van Bokel. And number 6 is Radical Roy, Brad McDonough for Jennifer Unger and TJ Stable. Number 7, Alona, Jason Ryan for Alan Brender and Ron Sneddon. And number 8 is Red Hot Torch, Robert Shepard for Isabel Darvaux. And number 9 is It's Who You Know, Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. There he's looking at Red Hot Torch. Field of 9, race number 5. We shall take a look at this field, and we'll start with number 9. It's Who You Know. Well, you got to know that Eddie Hensley and Ashley Hensley have a chance to win. They almost always do. Horses are well placed, and this one did win 7 times last year. And also, he's one that drops in class from a competitive start in the preferred 2 and 3 class last time out, and definitely should have a big opportunity at this level. Has to figure out a trip from the trailer post, but there does appear to be gate speed on the inside in the likes of Rapanahui. It's Who You Know is on the board at even money. Number 1, Rapanahui, raced in this class last race and got a pocket trip from post 1, finishing second, beaten a length. Rapanahui, 5-1 on the board, should be a main factor again. Number 2, Maybelle Simmons. Well, the trailer post last race did a lot of work to finish third, beaten a length, and now post position 2 could give Maybelle Simmons and Scotty Coulter and Dean Nixon a much bigger chance to win here. And also, you do overall see that Maybelle Simmons, look at last year, 8 out of 16 in the top 2, and has made the top 3 often this year. Maybelle Simmons, 7-2. And number 3, Guccio's Office. Well, a winner last time out. Impressive win. Worked hard on the outside. 3 wide at 3/4 to come on and get the job done. And Guccio's Office, Robert Shepard driving there. Now Stephen Charlton's driving. Stephen training Guccio's Office, this chestnut. And gets a slight better post position. Had been off form before that last start, so maybe things are pointing up for Guccio's Office and maybe back-to-back wins. You get 11-1 off of a horse that beat this class last time out at 3.5-1 or 7-2 if you do the math. Guccio's Office is 11-1. Fifth race going to post shortly. It is rolling for race number 5. Taking up positions, Rapanahui, Maybell Simmons, Guccio's office. In the center, Mac and Caps and Winsong, Ophelia to the outside, Radical Roy, Alona and Red Hot Torch. The second tier, it's Who You Know. Well, you know, the field is at the top of the stretch. Here they come. And Guccio's office has made an early break. Mac and Caps, Rapanahui, and then it is Maybell Simmons and Alona. And on the inside, it's Who You Know. Field works on around that first turn. Rapanahui has got the lead. Mac and Caps now is going to squeeze into the pocket. It's Who You Know is racing third. Maybell Simmons is fourth, and then Winsong Ophelia. Alona takes back to find a seat on the inside in front of Radical Roy and Red Hot Torch. Rapanahui has got the lead as they race past the opening quarter. Mac and Caps is racing second, and then it's Who You Know and Maybell Simmons, 29-2 is the opening quarter. Winsong Ophelia is racing fifth. Radical Roy, and then it is Alona and Red Hot Torch, and they race the way off the turn. They come on towards us. Rapanahui has got the lead for Austin Sorry, and racing in the pocket is Mac and Caps. Now it's Who You Know is going to come first over. Up the inside, Winsong Ophelia. Maybell Simmons is spotted second over. And on the outside, sixth of the half is Radical Roy. Halftime, 1 minute and 4/5. Alona's racing seventh. Red Hot Torch is eighth. And then it is Guccio's office. Into the backstretch for Rapanahui. It's Who You Know on the outside is the one we know that's closest to Rapanahui and is just about a half length from the front. Mac and Caps is third, and then it is Maybell Simmons, Winsong Ophelia, Radical Roy. Out wide, Red Hot Torch now from the backfield. Alona on the inside, and Guccio's office, but Rapanahui leads it by about a length as they get by 3/4 and 1:30-2. It's Who You Know is still grinding on the outside. Mac and Caps on the inside, third. Out wide comes Red Hot Torch, is closing ground, and also moving up is Winsong Ophelia. And they turn from off that 3/4, 1:30-2. Rapanahui. It's Who You Know. Darting down to the inside, Mac and Caps. Rapanahui's got this one wrapped up and wins it by a couple of lengths. It's Who You Know. And then it was Winsong Ophelia and Mac and Caps. 2 minutes and 1/5. Rap and a hooey. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 5. It's number 1, Rapanahui. 4-year-old Don't You Forget It Bay Gelding, owned and trained by Robbie Hummel. Austin Sorry, the winning driver. It is the first win this year, 6th lifetime, Rapanahui. 2 minutes, 1/5. The fifth race. Mutual payouts. Number one, Rabbit 1590, 450, 320. 9, it's Ueno, 250, 220. 5, Windsong Ophelia, 440. $2 exactor, 29.80. Dollar Tribe, 90.75. Dollar Superfecta, 692.65. The fifth race. Order finish 158-436-972. That's 158-436-972. Sixth race is up next. 3 is scratched. Sixth race features the Super High Five. Field 4, race number 6 is on parade. One is Lifelong Dream, Robert Shepard for Greg Merlot. Number 2 is Ren Baroness, Scott Quilter for Keith Cullen and Chris Kane. Number 4 is Charborough Brie, Paul McKenzie for John Ryer. And 5 is Style Snapshot, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst. And number 6, Insincerity, Jay Harris for William Ham. Number 7 is Release the Baby, Ross Batten for Carter Wright and Caleb Wright. Number 8, Regal Luck, Scott Young for John Smith Jr. And number 9 is On the Minute Mark, Travis Cullen for Jean-Guy Beliveau and Kimberly Mark. It's a field of 8 for race number 6. Let's look at this field, and we'll start with number 4, Charborough Brie. Well, this is one that should have a pretty good chance to be your winner. Had the trailer post here in this class last time out and won by 2.5 lengths. So Charborough Brie is one that might be able to be right back in the winner's circle again and say cheese one more time in front of us. Charborough Brie, that was 14 days ago, that win. Now, was a little off form, but also was racing up Mohawk, and you do see the speed, 52 mile, just 2 races ago. So really, Charborough Brie at this level compares very nicely. 1 to 5, now 2 to 5. Number 1, Lifelong Dream. Raced in the preferred 3 class here 2 races ago from the trailer post and was competitive. And also note the start before that is a great start from post 3 in that preferred 3 class to finish second, beaten half a length. Dropped down to this class last race and doesn't leave much and didn't get away well and just only managed a 4th. But Lifelong Dream from the inside, 8 to 1, certainly has enough to be a factor if she can work out the trip. Number 8, Regal Luck comes in off of an off-the-pace win. Well, maybe a post 8 isn't that bad because it was 11.5 lengths back at the half last time out and yet was still able to win. Regal Luck looking for a 40th lifetime win, a lot of back class. You get 20 to 1 off of a horse that won. Now, look, moves up a level, but still 56 and 2 mile last time. It compares very well with this class. And number 6, Insincerity. Well, tons of back class, 57 lifetime wins. Only 1 win on the year. And the last race wasn't great here, but the one just before it, in fact, back-to-back races were pretty good. But that one 2 races ago here in 56 and 1 is a nice measuring stick. You get 9 to 1, Insincerity and Jay Harris. 6th race of Field of 8 going to post shortly featuring the Super High 5. Starting gate is rolling for race number 6. Shaking up positions. Lifelong Dream and Bryn Baroness in the center. Charbro Bree style snapshot and Insincerity. On the outside, Release the Baby and Regal Luck. And the second tier on the minute mark. The field for race number 6 has reached the top of the stretch. Here they come. And the field for the 6th race, gathering speed. And they're at the starter off. Insincerity's going to leave well with Bryn Baroness and Charbro Bree and Release the Baby on the outside. Then it is Lifelong Dream and Style Snapshot on the minute mark. And back trailing the field is Regal Luck. Insincerity's got a lead of about 2.5 or 3. Then Bryn Baroness and Charbro Bree racing fourth, Release the Baby. And fifth is Lifelong Dream. And then we've got Style Snapshot on the minute mark and Regal Luck. And now Charbro Bree is coming on and clearing to the lead. Charbro Bree with the front. Insincerity is second. Bryn Baroness is third. Is 3 1/4 off the lead. And Release the Baby found a seat on the inside, fourth in front of Lifelong Dream. And then it is Style Snapshot back to on the minute mark. And Regal Luck is trailing the field. Off the turn they come. Charbro Bree's got the lead for Paul McKenzie at 1 to 9 on the board. Insincerity in the pocket. Bryn Baroness is third. Lifelong Dream now starts to march to the outside and is moving up. Then Release the Baby and Style Snapshot, and they work their way towards the 5/8. And on the inside, Regal Luck is second from last now. On the minute mark is trailing the field, and the half was 57-3 off that opening quarter at 28-1. And it is Charbro Bree leading it. Lifelong Dream to the outside is trying to pull the upset, and on the inside, third is Insincerity. Bryn Baroness is racing fourth, and Style Snapshot is fifth. Release the Baby sixth to the inside. And then it is on the minute mark and Regal Luck, and they march on up to the 3/4, and Charbro Bree still has the lead. Advantage holds right now at about 1.25 lengths. Lifelong Dream is second, Insincerity is third, and Bryn Baroness is now getting a little closer fourth. And then it is Release the Baby, but on down the stretch ride for Charbro Bree. Charbro Bree at the finish is sharp and wins it by about 2.5, and then Lifelong Dream. Then it was Insincerity, Bryn Baroness, and Release the Baby. In the 6th race, it goes to the heavy favorite Charbro Bree in 1:55-3. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 6, it's number 4, Charbro Bree, a 4-year-old better than Cheddar Brown mare, owned and trained by John Ryer. Paul McKenzie, the winning driver. It's the second win this year, 8th lifetime, Charbro Bree 155 and 3. The sixth race payouts: number 4, Charm Bro Brie, 230, 210, 210, 1, Lifelong Dream, $3, 250, and 6, Instant 73.60. The exactor: numbers 4 and 1. 430, dollar try, 1160, dollar win for 137.40. And the dollar high five, 260.80. The sixth race order finish in the top 2 4 scratch. 173568. That's 2 4 scratch, 173568. Field 4, race number 7 is on parade. 1, Fading Shadow, Bruce Richardson for Malcolm McPhail. And number 2 is Martini's Place. It's Brad McDonough for Richard Morrow and Bradley Grant. Number 4 is Sugar Shadow, Scott Young for Colonel Schneider Jr. 5 is Tillicum, Denny St. Pierre for Tiffany Staley. And number 6 is Exceline by Emma. It is J.R. Platt for Colin Johnson and Debbie Element. Number 7 is Latte Grande, Paul McKenzie for John Yake Jr., Craig Turner, and Mahari Crusoe. Number 8 is Village Jamie, Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew. And 9 is Arya Stark, Jason Ryan for Melissa Lamoureux and Jeffrey Boyd and Jefferson Davis. Let us take a gander at this field. We're going to stay right there with Arya Stark. Now, last race here came first up and faded in the late going. But Arya Stark drops a level. Look at last year, earned almost 90,000 in 36 starts and took a mark of 52-2. Arya Stark with the class draw. If Jason can figure out a trip from the trailer post, should have a pretty solid chance to win. Melissa Lamoureux's barn sports that healthy 347 training average. Arya Stark, co-favorite at 2-1. Number 2, Martini's Place. Well, he is currently off form, but drops down in class, and this is just the 6th start of the year. But Martini's Place so far hasn't got much accomplished, has made no money, so looking for a better place to get rocking. Brett McDonald and Richard Morrow, though, have been a solid tandem. Martini's Place 6-1. Number 5, Tillicum. Well, raced in this class 2 races ago, and from off the pace was flying late second, beaten half a length. 8-time winner last year that doesn't have a win yet this year, but compares very well at this level, has often competed against tougher, and is 2-1. And number 4, Sugar Shadow. Well, last race, a mile of 56-3, a decent enough mile, and the drop down in class. Sugar Shadow could like this level. Does have a couple of wins on the year, including a mark of 54-3 at Mohawk. Sugar Shadow and Scott Young, 12-1. 7th race, it's a field of 8 scratched is number 3, Amethyst Sealster. It is rolling for race number 7. Fading Shadow, Martini's Place on the inside. In the center, Sugar Shadow, Tillicum, Exoline by Emma. To the outside, Latte Grande and Village Jamie. In the second tier, Are You Stark. The field for the 7th race in the stretch drive. Here they come. And they're at the start of the rough. Sugar Shadow and Tillicum, Martini's Place, and Village Jamie from the outside is getting out well. Now going off stride, Sugar Shadow. Martini's Place has got the lead. Village Jamie's on the outside second. Tillicum is racing third. Fading Shadows on the inside fourth, and now Village Jamie's going to clear to the front. Racing fifth is Are You Stark, and then it is back to Exoline by Eva and Latte Grande. And now Martini's Place is going to reclaim the front. Village Jamie's racing in the pocket. Third is Tillicum, and now Fading Shadow to the outside is moving up and is taken over third. 29 seconds the opening quarter. Tillicum is racing fourth to the inside. Are You Stark is positioned fifth. Then it is Exoline by Emma and Latte Grande as they work around the turn off that 29-second opening quarter. And it is Martini's Place who's leading it on the outside. Fading Shadow is challenging. Village Jamie's racing the pocket, and then racing on the outside. Fourth is Are You Stark, and Tillicum is fifth to the inside. Then Exoline by Emma and Latte Grande. 59 seconds flat is the halftime, and they work their way on up past the 5/8. 59-second halftime. Martini's Place still has the lead. Fading Shadow on the outside is a length and a half back. On the inside in the pocket is still Village Jamie. 3 wide goes Are You Stark, and is moving it also on the outside. Getting up closer is Exoline by Emma. Then it is on the inside, Tillicum and Latte Grande. They hustle on to three-quarters. Martini's Place. Martini's Place and Are You Stark getting closer. Village Jamie's right there looking intent from the pocket. And then on the inside, racing fourth is Tillicum. And then we got Fading Shadow fading, and Exoline by Emma's out 3 wide. Latte Grande on the inside, about 5 off the lead. Three-quarters, 128 and 2. And the field turns from Martini's Place. Martini's Place, Village Jamie up the inside, out wide, Tillicum. Tillicum on the outside is going to blow on by and win. Then second goes to Martini's Place over Village Jamie. And then it was Are You Stark. 157 and 4, Tillicum. On the board, we have a 5-2-8-9. Back in front of us is the winner, number 5, Tillicum. Tillicum's an 8-year-old Jeremy's Jet Brown mare, owned by Danny St. Pierre. Tiffany Staley's the trainer. Danny St. Pierre, the winning driver. First win this year, 28th lifetime. Tillicum victorious in 157 and 4. The seventh race payouts: 5 Tillicum, 573.93.10. 2 Martinez Place, 590, 530. 8 Village Jamie, 530. $2 exactor, 32.60. Dollar tries, 180.65. Dollar superfecta, 396.40. Here's the seventh race order finish from the top. It is a 7-2 scratch 816534. That's 7-2 scratch 816534. Field for the 8th race is on. Parade 1, Cena Magician, Greg Dustin for Jennifer Pinkerton. Number 2, the Desperado, Brent Ballore for Karen McIntyre and Daniel McIntyre, Nancy Newport. Number 3, Left Kata, Scott Ray for Jack Ray and Tom Ray and Douglas Dunbar. And for his Monopoly, Robert Shepard for Melissa Lamoureux and Jeffrey Boyd. Number 5 is Power and Grace, Brett McDonald for Ron McDonald and Lorimer McClure. And number 6 is Cameron Hanover, Jason Ryan for Charlebois, Christopheru and Banjo Farms and Carolyn Palillo. And number 7 is Brady Bunch, Tyler Moore for Jacques Dupont. Number 8, Cool Muscle, Scott Coulter for Ed Hayter and Jessica Hayter. And 9 is Silverload, Scott Young for Mike Vanderkamp and George McChrystal. Field of 9, race number 8. Looking at this field, we'll start with 5, Power and Grace. Well, raced in this class last race and had post 8 and suffered early interference. Just unable to be a part of the story, but did win by more than 3 lengths in this class only 2 races ago. Has had some rough outings of late with tough post positions, but when Power and Grace is able to get out well, which may happen here, could be a big player. 5 wins in 13 starts on the year. Power and Grace is a very fine trotting mare and is on the board at a nice price of 10-1. Number 3, Love Kata. Well, had raced at Mohawk the last couple races pretty competitively. When we saw this one last time here in this class 3 races ago, beaten just half a length, and that was from post 7 and working hard to get the lead. Left Kata, big threat. Big time earner last year as a 3-year-old as well. 19 starts, 91,000. Left Kata, 4-1. And number 6, Cameron Hanover. This shows racing here in this class last race and coming first up and still finishing second. So Cameron Hanover deserves a lot of regard in here. 9 out of 17 in the top 2 on the year. Cameron Hanover and Jason Ryan is right now on the board at 9-5. It is rolling for race number 8. Cena Magician, the Desperado, and Lefkada on the inside. In the center, Monopoly, Power and Grace. On the outside, Cameron, Hanover, Brady Bunch, and Cool Muscle. And the second tier is Silver Load. The field for race number 8 is into the stretch. Here they come. And off stride goes Lefkada. Monopoly is going to leave well, and also with the break is Brady Bunch, and down to the inside, Cena Magician. Field works on around the turn, and right now, as they race on that turn, sweeping on the outside is Power and Grace. Power and Grace on the outside, and along to the inside is Monopoly, and then Cena Magician is third, and racing position fourth is the Desperado. Silver Load fifth. And then it's back to Cameron, Hanover, and Cool Muscle and Lefkada, and they race their way on to the opening quarter, and they race past that quarter in 28 and 1. And Power and Grace has got the lead for Brett McDonald. Advantage a couple of lengths right now. Monopoly is second. Cena Magician third. And then racing fourth, the Desperado. Silver Load now moves to the outside. Cameron Hanover is going to come to the outside as Silver Load has forced to stay back down to the inside. And then it is Cool Muscle and Lefkada. And then Brady Bunch is trailing the field after that early break. They race their way on up to the half off that 28 and 1 opening quarter. 58 and 1 is the halftime. And Power and Grace has got the lead. It is Power and Grace of Monopoly. On the inside, racing position third. Cena Magician, and now taking third is Cameron Hanover. And Cameron Hanover now has moved up and taken over second. Monopoly is third. And to the outside, racing fourth is Cool Muscle and getting closer with every stride. Cena Magician is fifth. And then it is Lefkada. And then the Desperado and Silver Load and Brady Bunch. They race on by 3/4. And Power and Grace still has plenty of power left as they race in the final turn. Power and Grace, Cameron Hanover. Cool Muscle is muscled out wide now, second and closing. And then on the inside, fourth is Monopoly, and Silver Load is kicked into gear on down the stretch drive. They come. Power and Grace is still powerful, but driving on the outside is Cool Muscle. Power and Grace and Cool Muscle close to the finish. Power and Grace and Cool Muscle in a photo. Silver Load third, and Cameron Hanover fourth, 157 and 2. On the board, it was a 5.896. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race number 8. It is number 5, Power and Grace, a 5-year-old Holiday Road bay mare, owned by Lorimer McClure, trained by Ron McClure, and Brett McDonald is the winning driver. It's the 6th win this year and 20th lifetime. Power and Grace, 157 and 2. Eighth race of pounds, 5 Power and Grace, $12, 625, 30. 8 Cool Muscle, 640 and 550 and 9. Silver Load, 680. $2 Exactor, 101.60. Dollar Try is 318.95. Dollar Super, 1500, 56.85. Eighth race order finish from the top is 865 714 923. That is 865 714 923. Field 4, race number 9 is on parade. 1, American Wiggle. Scott Young for Daniel Martin and Gaston Bibeau. Number 2 is Race 'em Up. Nick Stewart for Vic Putty and Gord McDonald and Christopher Boland. And number 3 is Toot Toot. Eddie Hensley for Ashley Hensley. And number 4, Brave World. Brett McDonald for Richard Morrow and the stable. And 5, Kenny Joe. Scott Calder for David O'Brien and Kevin Gillis. Number 6, Sabine Pass. Paul Davies for Nicole Davies and Deborah Pinnell. Number 7, YS Lotus. Robert Shepard for Richard Morrow and Eve Saracen. And number 8 is JIM. Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew. Field of 8, race number 9. Let's look at this field. Starting with number 1, American Wiggle. In this class last time out, led a good chunk of the way. Now, JIM, who has post 8 in this start, is one that managed to get by. So American Wiggle finishing sharp second. And look at a mile of 50 and 3 at Mohawk, the start just before that. You do see some really fine form overall with American Wiggle coming into this one. In fact, has missed the top 3 in only one of the past 5 starts. American Wiggle is 2-1. Scott Young from the inside. Number 4, Brave World. Well, back-to-back wins now. Moved up in class for that last race and proved that he could handle the preferred 2 class. Scored in 52 and 2. But look at last year. Earned almost 100,000, took a mark of 51 at Mohawk, and has tons of back class. A 6-year-old with more than 300,000 lifetime, so he clearly belongs in here. And it is Brett McDonald and Richard Morrow moving up again, 6-1. Number 2, Race 'em Up, back-to-back wins. In fact, each of the last 5 starts have been top 2 finishes, 3 wins in a couple of seconds. And was a winner at Georgian Downs last race in the preferred 3. Parked early and still had enough to win. And Race 'em Up and Nick Stewart is 4-1 on the board, stepping up 1 level. Others, how about number 6, Sabine Pass? Now, raced from post 10 at Mohawk last race, 52 and 4 mile. So now changes venues off of back-to-back 52 and 4s. And might like this to be a good spot. Sabine Pass, and Paul Davies sports a very healthy record. Sabine Pass, a longer play at 13-1 that might get onto the board and help it pay a little bit, help your exotic tickets have a little more heft to them. 9th race of Field of 8, going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for race number 9. Taking up positions. It'll be American Wiggle and Race him up on the inside of the center. Toot Toot, Brave World, and Kenny Joe to the outside. Sabine Pass, and Y is Lotus, and JIM. It's a field of 8 for the 9th race. Here they come. And the field for the 9th race is at the start of the rough, and Race him up in 2-2. American Wiggle on the inside. It's American Wiggle and Race him up right now with 2-2 racing third. Brave World coming out fourth, and then Kenny Joe, Sabine Pass, YS Lotus, and JIM is back trailing the field, and they get away almost in program order. It is American Wiggle who's got a lead of a length and 3/4, and Race him up is second. 2-2 is positioned to third. Then Brave World is racing fourth. Kenny Joe on the outside. YS Lotus to the inside is Sabine Pass, and JIM is trailing right now. They race their way past that opening quarter in 28-2. And American Wiggle leads it right now by a length and a half. Race him up is right there racing from the pocket, and 2-2 is position third. Brave World on the inside is racing fourth, and now is going to come to the outside and have the cover of 2-2 to took out from third. Also moving on the outside, YS Lotus. On the inside is Kenny Joe. Trailing pair is JIM and Sabine Pass. 57-2 is the halftime. And American Wiggle wiggles on into the backstretch with a lead of a length and a half. On the outside, 2-2, working up a little closer, and Race him up is right there tight in the pocket. And on down the backstretch to go. Brave World now is racing on the outside, fourth, about 3 off the lead. Kenny Joe is fifth on the inside from the backfield. JIM now is moving sharply, and then it is YS Lotus and Sabine Pass. On by 3/4 they go. And it is American Wiggle still with the lead. American Wiggle 3/4, 1:25-4. American Wiggle, toot in the center of the track. Race him up is looking for the passing lane. And out wide comes JIM. It's American Wiggle. American Wiggle is just going to keep on wiggling in front of the finish and takes it by 2. Then it was Race him up in 2-2. And Kenny Joe, 1:54-1. American Wiggle. Wheeling back in front of us is the winner of race 9. It's one American Wiggle, a 6-year-old American Ideal bay gelding, owned by Gaston Pipot and Daniel Martin. Daniel's also the trainer. Scott Young, the winning driver. It's the 4th win this year on the 21st lifetime. American Wiggle, 1:54-1. The ninth race payouts. One American Wiggle, 460, 320, 280. Number two, race him up, 410, 362. A correction, 3, two pays 420. $2 exact, 1160. Dollar try, 2070. Dollar super, 9870. The 10th and final dash is up next. It's a field of 9 with no changes, featuring the super high 5. Here is the ninth race order of finish from the top. It is 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 7, 8, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 7, 8, 6 on the bottom. 10th and final dash is up next. 8 minutes to post time. Field for race number 10 on parade. One is St. Lad's Flirt, Jocelyn Gendra for Gaston Dumont and Franz Peterson. Number 2, Jack of Clubs, Tyler Moore for Gary McDonald. And 3 is Better Moon On Over, Paul McKenzie for Blake McIntosh and Kim and Dan Sargent. Number 4 is Magical Albert, Jay Harris for Anthony Beaton and David Lumsden. And number 5, Dreidel Henna for Anthony Hunt for Gord Remen. Number 6, Come On and Get Some, Brent McDonough for Brenda Duncan and David Duncan. Number 7 is Big Mock, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen. And number 8, The Regulator, Nick Stewart for Vic Putty and Dale Towle and Mike Horwood. Number 9, Denver Sealster, Scott Kohler for Jeffrey Gillis. Well, let's look at this field. We're going to start with number 3, Better Moon On Over. Now, dropped down to this class last race, but was 12 lengths back at the quarter and parked at the half and out 3 wide at 3/4. Still managed to finish 4th, beating just 2 1/4. Pretty decent mile and one to build on. And you also see that this one raced in 51 4 3 starts ago. Also took a 51 4 mark last year. Better Moon On Over is one with the better post, had post 7 last race. Might be able to get a better trip, be a little closer, and be very effective. Back in the same class. Should have a big chance. Better Moon On Over. You get 6 to 1 right now. Number 9, Denver Sealster is also 6 to 1. Thing to note about Denver Sealster is one that was a pretty strong earner last year as a 4-year-old, earning more than 80,000 in 40 starts. It took a nice mark at Yonkers at 52 3, so pretty proven on the half-mile track. And also was really good here above this class just 2 races ago, almost won. Mile of 54 2, not as good last race, tough post and never got into the action. But Denver Sealster should be much better now from the trailer post. We'll see if Scotty Calder can work out a trip. But this one has plenty of credentials and should be a player. 4 to 1. Number 1, St. Lad's Flirt is 6 to 1 on the board and raced in this class last race. Second beaten a nose, dropped down. It was really solid and off that good 55 mile. And now with post 1, had post 6 in that one. St. Lad's Flirt and Jocelyn Gendron could be a big factor. Possible winner, 5 to 1. But the one the fans love the most is number 2, Jack of Clubs. Tyler Moore for Gary McDonald. This is one that's dropping in class, is off form, but you also see this one back in March beating a preferred 2 class, so you do know that there's the talent is in there. Just needs to find the right level to get back going. Jack of Clubs, a better post and drops from the preferred 3 class. Looking to bounce back, 8 to 5, getting a ton of action. Gate is rolling for the 10th and final dash. St. Lad's Flirt, Jack of Clubs on the inside with Better Moon on Over. In the center, Magical Albert and Dreidel Hanover. The outside, Come On and Get Some. And a big mock on the outside with the regulator. Second tier, Denver Sealster. It is a field of 9 for race number 10. The field for the 10th race, gathering speed. Here they come. Giddy up. And the field is at the start of the drive. Magical Albert's going to lead. Big Mock to the outside. Jack of Clubs and St. Lad's Flirt. Then Better Moon on Over in Denver Sealster. Then it is back to Dreidel Hanover. Come On and Get Some. And trailing the field is the regulator. On into the backstretch they go. Magical Albert's got the lead. Advantages a length and 3/4. Big Mock second. Then it's a gap of a couple. St. Lad's Flirt is third. And racing position fourth. Denver Sealster, who rolls in front of Jack of Clubs, and then it is Better Moon on Over on the outside now. That is the regulator. To the inside, Dreidel Hanover, and trailing the field is Come On and Get Some. And the field works on around the turn of a 27-2 opening quarter. Magical Albert and Jay Harris has the magic early. Leads a couple of lengths. Big Mock fills the pocket. St. Lad's Flirt to the outside is working first over and is being followed by Denver Sealster. Jack of Clubs on the inside's only about 4 off the lead. And then it is Better Moon on Over and Dreidel Hanover and back to the regulator. And Come On and Get Some. 56-2 is the halftime. And the field works their way into the backstretch. Magical Albert still with the lead, but Big Mock is there in the pocket. St. Lad's Flirt is racing third and is about 2.5 lengths from the leader. Jack of Clubs is fourth and down to the inside. Then Denver Sealster now is going to roll 3 wide. Better Moon on Over is racing sixth. Dreidel Hanover is seventh, and then it is the regulator. And Come On and Get Some. Magical Albert and Jay Harris to 3/4. There goes Big Mock now. Out and charging against Magical Albert. 3/4, 125-1. Denver Sealster is a little bit closer. Jack of Clubs on the inside is scooting up. The field turns for home. Magical Albert, Big Mock, Magical Albert, and Big Mock. Magical Albert scooting up the inside now. Here comes Jack of Clubs. Magical Albert, though, is your winner. Jack of Clubs was second. Big Mock third, and then fourth is between Denver Sealster and Better Moon on Over. 154-3. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 10. It's number 4, Magical Albert, a 6-year-old Mach 3 bay gelding, owned by David Lumsden of Ancaster. Anthony Beaton's the trainer. Jay Harris, the Green Arrow, the winning driver. Mile of 154-3 for Magical Albert. The 10th race payouts. Number 4, Magical Albert. 30.70, 14.98, 10. 2, Jack of Clubs, $5, $4, and 7, Big Mock, $4.70. Dollar pick threes, 450, $7.30. Dollar win for 2,600, 20.05. The dollar high five, 6,000, 101.10. Ka-ching at $2 exact, 82.60. Dollar try, 429.70. Note the double pays $154.60. The 10th race order finish from the top. 925 178 364. Once again from the top. 925 178 364. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Wednesday evening. Racing action resumes. Our first dash on a Friday goes to post at 6:30 p.m. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow. Hello, Coach. How you been keeping?